Let me say something uncomfortable. Smart women don't lose interest because a man is boring. They don't lose interest because he texts too slowly. And they don't lose interest because the spark just died. They lose interest when something subtle but important shifts inside the connection. And most men never notice when it happens. By the time she pulls away, the decision didn't happen overnight. It formed quietly over time. Today, I'm going to explain what actually causes smart women to emotionally detach and why it has far less to do with surface behavior than most advice would have you believe. Stay with me, because if you've ever felt confused by sudden distance, this will give you a clearer way to understand it.
The biggest misunderstanding about attraction is this, that women lose interest because men do too little. In reality, many smart women lose interest when too much effort is directed in the wrong direction. Over-explaining, over-pursuing, over-proving. Not because they want drama, but because competence, confidence, and self-direction create emotional grounding. When a man centers his entire emotional world around her, she doesn't feel chosen. She feels responsible. And responsibility quietly drains desire. Smart women don't usually explode. They observe. They notice patterns before they ever turn them into words. They notice when a man stops challenging his own life, when ambition slowly turns into comfort, when presence turns into predictability. They don't argue. They don't threaten. They withdraw. Because arguing still feels like investing, and they sense when that investment no longer leads anywhere.
Here's what rarely gets explained clearly. Smart women crave emotional stimulation, not chaos. They want to feel mentally alive, seen, engaged. When conversation becomes predictable, when reactions feel overly safe and rehearsed, curiosity slowly shuts down. And when curiosity fades, attraction follows. Not immediately, but consistently.
Being kind isn't the problem. Being harmless is. Smart women tend to respect men who maintain self-respect and boundaries. When boundaries dissolve, when values bend to avoid tension, when identity turns into constant agreement, interest doesn't fade because she's cruel. It fades because there's nothing left to engage with.
So what actually causes smart women to lose interest? They sense emotional stagnation. Not boredom, not imperfection. Stagnation. When growth pauses, when self-respect softens, when purpose loses direction, they don't leave angrily. They leave quietly, because staying no longer feels honest.
Smart women don't want perfection. They want direction. They want a partner who is becoming, not clinging. If this video felt uncomfortable, that usually means it touched something real. And if it gave you clarity, you're already ahead of most conversations around this topic. This is UNSAID. We talk about what others avoid. Subscribe if you want to see relationships clearly, not comfortably.